Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time, okay? So, I already started doing this reading, okay? But then I just started crying like a little baby because the message was really mine. So I had to take the time to read myself, okay, and find out what spirit was trying to get me to look at. So that could be kind of significant, you know what I mean? Like, don't try to push down whatever's going on with you just so you can do what you need to do at the time. Sometimes you need to handle whatever it is that you need to handle emotionally or mentally, so then you can give your best when you're doing whatever it is that you do. Some of it is spiritual work for some of you guys, but it doesn't always have to be, spiritual work. It could just be your regular day-to-day responsibilities. When you let all of those little things pile up, they become something that bother you in a really big way. This is an Archangel Michael reading, okay? So Archangel Michael is saying, um, first of all, things are coming in. That's what I heard. I kind of forgot whatever he was saying before that. He's saying things are coming in, okay? So, you really truly don't have anything to worry about, okay? You could be holding on way too tight to, the outcome of things at this time. And we need you light. We need you joyous. We need you feeling free in order to really truly express that expression of your heart that you need to give at that time. So if you got to pull back and do what you got to do for you so that you can give, whatever it is you're meant to give in that moment properly, then that's what you just got to do. And that's really a really good way to protect yourself and to protect others, because you're taking the time to handle your responsibilities, because at the end of the day, you're your biggest responsibility, okay? So what's going on within them? We got creativity, okay? So it's funny because I really get the feeling that you're at the peak of your creativity. They keep they keep showing us trees next to water, don't they? So it's like you're really growing strong and tall, in a place where no one would expect you to grow, because I don't know about other places, but in California, you really don't see trees next to this close to the water anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I think you're really like I want to say encompassing all of these different elements, and this is the thing that is allowing you to grow. You might be looking for this big result from what it is that you create or whatever, but it's really important that you recognize that you fly along with spirit. They fly ahead of you and make sure that everything's right and everything's covered. So you might feel like you're stopped right here, but you're not. You're still flying, you know so just call on your angels if you feel like there's anything that you're really not understanding, or that you really just don't it's not sitting right with you, because a lot of times that spirit trying to get you to pay attention to that. Okay, now that you're looking at it, what is it a fear? Is it doubt? Is it worry? Do you feel like you're never going to make it there or whatever? Because it's nonsense. There's big huge changes coming into you because of the way that you've been following your intuition and doing what you're called to do. So really don't doubt that, okay? We got sacred union at the bottom of the deck, okay? Because you really are in sacred union with the divine in a way that you've never been. So yes, it can feel uncertain, it can feel shaky, it can make you, a little bit sad sometimes because you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're still having a hard time getting to where you want to go. Okay. So just keep that faith, don't lose your hope in the situation, and just know that, like I said, you're at this beautiful peak of your creativity. Not like it's the peak, because I feel like the peak sounds so final before you go down this you know what I mean, before you go down this steep fall, but it's it's like you got to the peak, and like I said, now you're flying, so you're staying at that level where you are. You're not gonna like go down, this big steep hill and hurt yourself all over again. So like really trusting your creativity and in where your guides are guiding you to go. We got Grumpy Red Fairy, okay, which is talking about you being very true to yourself. And then we got the three fates with what comes around, when it comes to what's coming around to you, it's nothing but good and positive things. And you really need to believe that, because I really feel like you might be grumpy, you know what I mean? You might be a little bit irritated sometimes with things and the way that they go. Maybe you feel like it's not fair or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's just a part of your journey. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you less of a good person or whatever if you get a little upset and you just really like, you might feel like you want to quit. You might feel like you don't want to keep doing this because it's harder than just, going out and doing something very easy. But Archangel Michael is just saying stick to it, okay? Because your creative energies are very high at this time, okay? I'm wearing orange. Your sacral chakra is totally popping, and there could even be certain like healing going on, certain DNA changes with this lessons in blood type of energy, okay? Because the lessons in blood card in the book talks about like how all of your lessons are like built into your DNA, and they really literally do unlock certain things within that DNA that empowers you and makes you become a tree that bears more and more fruit, so just really focus on that, okay? As much as you possibly can. Trust me, like I live life too, okay? Like, and it gets hard for me too. And I know I'm always like smiling and always upbeat or whatever, but like you see me cry too because I've been through a lot of shit and I'm still going through things now, okay? So what's coming toward them that you want them to be aware of? We got two little witches, okay? So it says magical space clearing time. So just make sure that you're keeping your space very clean, okay? And that also there's this energy of maybe two witches or two people, who just really had it out for you for quite a while, okay? This person could be a Gemini because now I'm getting like this mirror image from the two birds and this two people, or you could be a Gemini, but I feel like maybe these energies, look at this with Mildew Fairy at the bottom of the deck that says clean up time again, okay? So maybe like you could have had people in your energy for a while, I feel like things are still getting cleaned out of your energy because of how much energy has been thrown your way that is of a negative variety. It's like he's almost giving me this, okay, so like say you're cleaning dishes or whatever, right? And you like scrape that off, but there's still more, so then you scrape and scrub it real good, and then you rinse it and there's still more of that same spot right there. So like this energy of it taking a while to scrub like the things they threw and have done to you being so nasty that it's taking this many transmutation sessions, this many meditation sessions, this much communication with the divine, just to clear your energy of all the shit that people have thrown at you when you were unaware, But now you're coming to the end of that, you have definitely closed out that cycle. So you're having a powerful energy shift within yourself, but that energy shift is meant to unlock lots more ancient wisdom within you, So just know, like I said, it's time for you to have a treat, and you could be like really close to the treat, but now, like me, you're kind of pouting, kind of getting upset because you're like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I don't understand, like, what is the holdup, But Archangel Michael saying, like, just keep that patience, okay? And just know that we doing it together, baby, because I really do be having a hard time with stuff, okay? I have people trying to sabotage me and all kinds of shit, okay? All the time. But I just really try not to let it get to me, okay? I just choose to be in a happier, more upbeat mood as much as I can. But it ain't always easy. And it's not meant to be, okay? So just like know that. We got the storm angel right here, and then we got a clear solution after that. So, like, don't trip, If you are going through a storm, sort of like me, okay, let yourself just cry and just deal with it, And just know that, like, this is like the last clearing, baby, okay? This is the last of the energy that was negative, that was stuck on you and around you, okay? And this is leading to a much more clear solution, a much better outcome. Okay. So don't worry. Okay. Because Spirit really had to sit me down. Okay. And talk to me. And they really made a lot of sense of it for me. So I really can relate to you if this is really truly for you. I can relate to you and to the hard time that you could be having, okay? But just know, like, it's a hard time for a good reason. And it's worth the work, okay? It's worth it. So, what's the outcome? So, we got calling on courage, okay? So, this is what Archangel Michael is really asking you to do. Call on your courage. And I said before, release your power. Like, allow yourself to be in the best place you want to be in. And in my reading, he was talking about how your divine purpose is just to be here enjoying this life. Yes, your job that you do with God, how you reach people and spread that light is a big part of it too. But at the most base level, you all of that is already intuitively built into you. You're already going to make those moves and make those changes that you're making. It's just inevitable. But the real, for real purpose is to enjoy this life, to embrace the experience of being human, of crying, of laughing, of joy, and all of these different things that come with it. Ooh, I can always tell before, though, if I'm gonna have a real, what Archangel Michael was just like, if I'm gonna have a real emotional reading, is what I was gonna say, and Archangel Michael was like, you know, doing this means pushing through whatever it is that you may be feeling and still showing up. So know that as long as you show up, you did what you were supposed to do. Unless spirit, unless God saying no, baby, don't pull up, pull back right now. It's all within you. You know what to do. Okay, it's built in there. I cannot find it. Here it is right here. Okay. It says, so often we hide from our fears instead of going toward them, but this only gives more power to that which we fear. The suppression of fear creates control, anger, and division within and without. Little do we know that on the other side of the gate of fear are our greatest potentials, highest callings, and opportunities for more love and prosperity. This card is a message that there are fears that you are ready to face in your life. For your soul is ready to grow beyond what it has into to grow beyond what it has into my bad, to grow beyond what it has known into greater freedom and expanse. Whether your fear is the fear of the unknown, the fear of change, the fear of being seen, the fear of abandonment, rejection, or all of the above, you are a brave soul destined to heal through your fears. Accept that your fears exist to show you where your soul needs to grow. That's beautiful. It says they are great big guideposts on your path, calling you toward them. Now is not the time to hide from fear. The more resistance you have toward your fears, the more you are letting fear seduce you into doubt and insecurity. It says break through any resistance and transmute fear into courage. Courage lives in your heart, brave one. It is born from your mighty love. Stay in your heart as you face what scares you. Hold compassion for yourself and celebrate every small or big fear that you face with your lion heart. You are courageous and can do anything, okay? So I think that you are stepping into this greater vibration of courage, stepping into more of the strength that your, lion heart carries. And this is really clearing out a lot of things for you and amping up those creative energies that you have going on within yourself. So, and then we got the peace and stillness right here at the bottom of this deck, and then the expanse of your soul under that, so you're only becoming much more expansive. And he's saying growing pains, call it growing pains, but things have to be released and moved around. Energy has to be changed and switched up in order for you to benefit from the journey in the first place, and as long as you have that smile and that faith that everything's going to turn out in the best way, then you win. All right, so what is going on with them and their creativity? Woo. So it says Aquarius, okay? So like when it comes to whatever creative endeavors you do, okay? You are a master creator, okay? You are the star in whatever field it is that you work in, baby. You're original, you know what I mean? You're like a philanthropist type of energy. You really don't mind giving or whatever, and you don't mind trying new things. And also you could have like lots of progressive ideas when it does come to that field and the ways that whatever you do can be used, or whatever I mean, what can be used to help other people is what I'm getting at when I say can be used. Okay, we got Earth. I feel like your creativity is helping you to ground a lot of things, I feel like you also could be kind of tired of hearing, like just stay persistent, just stay patient, like almost this energy of you could be just sick of waiting while you're still getting fucked with and picked at by certain people. But Archangel Michael saying like put some practicality to your steps, set your life up, okay, in a way where you're not constantly like where you just don't even feel those issues outside of you as a problem is kind of what he's saying. Like focusing on what it is you want to ground, what ways you wish to be stable. That's what's going to get you to the place where you're trying to be at, keeping that calm amidst the chaos, even if the chaos is within you. And what's creativity? We got stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability, So I feel like when it does come to you and your creativity and your journey, like you're very fixed in this thing, I don't see you really going anywhere or turning your back on this and on the way that you've chosen to walk. Maybe like me, this is the best kind of walk you ever done with God, and it's exciting and it's new and you feel passionate and you feel motivated, you know what I mean? More than ever, more than you have ever in your life. So with this Mars energy, Archangel Michael saying, I know that energy of war may come up sometimes, and maybe you're not even the one that's warring, but you can feel that nasty war energy trying to come in from outside of you. But all you need to worry about is moving forward and continuing to defend yourself by loving yourself and not entertaining anything that's lower vibrational or that doesn't serve you, or even defending yourself by feeling the feelings that you need to feel when you need to feel them, because that only pushes those things out so that you can have room for more light. Really embracing this thing for what it really truly is and not getting caught up on, people's perceptions, their different perceptions of what they think this is. Really sitting down and doing contemplation with yourself and not only giving yourself credit, but really building your own real opinion of how it is that you look at your life and your journey and the way that you plan to walk or go. What else? We got a conjunction, okay, a union emerging and a coming together. I feel like you're in this place where you're really merging with spirit in a deeper kind of way. And I also get this energy of like a lot of people merging together, coming together to like, harass you or affect your mood or try to knock you off of your square in some sort of way. But you've come so far in your creative energies that no one could dare touch you right now. No matter how they try, no matter how it looks, they cannot touch you. So feel how you feel and release it, because it ain't always easy to just skip around knowing that pretty much everybody that you know secretly doesn't like you. That's not a good feeling. Trust me, I know. But it's not the point either, because God liked me. You know what I'm saying? God loved me. And that's all I need, for real. What's creativity? Libra, okay? So this energy of you just maintaining as much balance as you can at this time, you know. I think you're extremely considerate and fair. And when you go into situations, you only intend to bring harmony to that situation with you, you know. But also, he's saying accepting that you won't always be able to bring healing and harmony to people. Everybody doesn't want that. No matter how hard they need it and how much you can feel that they need it, they don't always want it. So you have to always remember that even if you're not appreciated by the people you know or the people you feel should support you, that you're always supported and backed by God and the divine angels and guides that work with you. By your ancestors, they're so proud of you. You're amazing, and that's why you're calling in everything you need. So don't give up. What's creativity? We got Capricorn, okay? So Capricorn always gives me this mischievous energy because of the way it's tied to the devil energy, you know. But I think you'll always have the justice over that, you know. Like it says ambition, realism, and methodical steps, you know. I think you really just don't make empty decisions or choices anymore. I think you're being very responsible with the way that you're thinking and just trying to call in the best thing that's for you. And Archangel Michael is saying just continue to do that, because you're building up your courage at this time and you're cleaning out any residual energies from the negative cycle that came before this. So you just have to be very patient, okay? And just know that just because you feel the energy or whatever, that doesn't mean that that's what's meant to be for your future. That you have the power to clear and clean that out as long as you're willing to really face it. And like even learning how to put your expression of whatever it is you're going through into your work, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have just cried and been like, oh, I'm not going to record today. But Archangel Michael had me go through all of that just to make a point in this reading. Okay. And you just have to know that sometimes that's just how spirit is going to use you. They're going to take you through a situation just so you could teach like thousands of people later on in your life how to deal with that specific situation, you know. That like, you know, sometimes the things that you're going through aren't even about you. But if you just stay calm and get through that thing as best you can, and really consult spirit and get the answers that you need, you can immediately turn that thing around into something that works for you, rather than getting down on yourself and staying in that depressed, sad type of place, you know? We got the trine, okay, which says angelic support, okay? It says angelic support, harmony, and a perfect flow. You're being guided to a perfect flow, to a place where your like machine works effortlessly. But it's been a lot of kinks and a lot of rust and a lot of things, a lot of repairs that have to go on with the super robot that is you, okay? Not to, you know, say you're a bot, but like this just an example, you know, you being cleaned and like cleared and prepped, you know, certain parts being replaced and pulled out because they are no longer serving you or they no longer serve a function. They're not up to date with the program that you're running on, okay? You could be some sort of like computer programmer or some shit, okay? Because of all of those, you know, technology type of examples. Or you could just really be interested in those types of things. You could find those types of things fascinating. You could just not be one of the people who's too worried about AI. Okay, what's Aquarius and the two little witches? We got the Ace of Wands and we got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so like I was saying, you know, you're just clearing out this residual energy. That's what's coming to you. A place where not only the space within you, but the spaces outside of you feel a lot more magical. Coming into you is this energy where you feel the passionate new beginning that you have stepped into, and even a boost to that passion, to your creative fire that you want to put into the things. What's Earth and two little witches? We got the Emperor. So also this energy of stability, and also he looks like the director. He has the little tape thing, and he has the bullhorn, like he's about to start yelling at people through that thing and telling them what to do, directing the ways that things need to go. And that's exactly how you're about to start moving this energy around in your life too. But you have to be willing to embrace the darker parts too, like it all comes together. And yes, eventually when you get to a certain place, that seems like sort of non-existent. But I just don't feel like you're there yet, and there's a need for you to realize that that's okay, because I'm not there yet either. Like, it's totally fine. As long as you're doing what you're called to do, that's all that's important. And I mean, in every single little moment, you might be called to eat some ice cream, okay? Eat some ice cream. Like, do what it is that you want to do in that moment, because that's your true purpose, to follow your intuition and do what makes you happy. It doesn't mean to overindulge, of course, have moderation, but just following those little nudges, because you never really know, like, you never really know like why you're doing those certain things, okay? What's fixed and the two little witches? We got the 10 of wands, okay? So it's like maybe your attention is fixed on your burdens at this time, but you just need to realize you really are in a place of stability. Like that place of instability and burden, that was the past with this 6 of cups energies. And with this 2 of wands, you really truly have made the right choices for yourself. And not only that, you did it with your heart, and you did it in the most passionate and authentic way possible for you right now. So like, just keep that going. What's Mars and the two little witches? We got the world, okay? Like I said, this is a new cycle, a new beginning, where you're moving forward and you're defending yourself like you never have before. You're like, you know, walking deflection, okay? Like the minute anything, it's almost like these backfires for you are very instantaneous at this point, but it wasn't always like that. But that cycle where people were able to touch you, that cycle is over. Normally there's a person in here, but there's the world in here, which gives me, first of all, this beautiful Gaian energy that you could operate out of, very soft goddess, accepting of everyone and everything type of energy. And that's exactly why you're being protected the way that you are. You just have to have that courage and keep the thing going. Because, sometimes, it be like, I'm done with this spirit. Like, like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, just really, I be really talking to spirit, okay, just how I would talk to you, okay. And spirit really comes in with the encouragement, with, really telling me what it is that I need to do to feel better in that moment. So, like, really trust them to come in with those kinds of answers too. And then it's funny because this is a Dawn commercial that came on, okay? So, like I said, giving that nice clean scrub to your energy, there's really nothing wrong. Everything's going right for you. What's conjunction and the two little witches? I got the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, okay? With this union merging and coming together. I feel like maybe your passionate projects are about to merge with that, financial stability that you could have been trying to really attract and get to yourself this entire time. But it all depends on if you're able to, like, uphold the leader status that you stepped into. Like, always recognizing that you work as a team with the divine, because it's easy to forget at certain times, but that angelic support is always behind you. Even when you can't protect yourself, you are protected. So, like, don't feel like you got to stay on your toes or always smile for people or always present this certain way that you feel, because it gets tiring, okay? That shit will wear you down. If you want to continue to have that beautiful peace of mind, you have to know when to take that hermit time and go into yourself and, like, replenish this beautiful independent wealth that you hold. Like, you have to pay yourself first, and that means paying yourself attention, okay? Paying yourself love, paying yourself grace, paying yourself compassion, being empathetic for yourself and where you are in your journey. What's Libra and the two little witches? We got the Eight of Cups, okay? So I think also he wants to reassure you about the things that you have walked away from, like they never would have been able to get you to this place where your space is about to feel all magical and clean if you never walked away from these people. And I think you really gave these situations that you've had to walk away from in the past a lot of consideration. You were very fair in your judgments and in the decisions that you made. You weren't just like judging everybody harshly and just walking away because you weren't getting your way. And it has led to a much more harmonious place, even if there is a little emotional turbulence. So don't doubt your decisions on what people you chose not to entertain also, because you did the right things that are for you at this time, okay? What's Capricorn and two little witches? We got the Knight of Wands, okay? So continue to be ambitious and to be very real about you and who you are and which way you want to go, okay? Because that's what's attracting more and more passionate movement forward for you along your journey. And then we got the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I think inner child healing was a big part of your journey, okay? But I think you've done that. You've done so much beautiful inner child healing for yourself just with the people that you released alone, okay? Got you standing in this beautiful star power with the Wheel of Fortune in your favor and the Justice rolling in. So, like, just don't be discouraged, babe. What's calling on courage? The Aquarius, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So we got you are the foundation, okay? And you absolutely truly are. Everything grows and expands out from you. So make sure that you take care of you with the utmost courage and care, okay? Because you are so important, so necessary to this world, okay? What's Earth, the Emperor, and calling on courage? Feel yourself, like FILL, not FELL, FEEL. So fill yourself up with everything it is that you need, okay? Like, just continue to remind yourself how amazing you are, or reach out to Spirit. Spirit loves to remind you how great you are. And that's why I'm always talking about y'all like that, because that's how Spirit talks about us. Like these great, beautiful, and amazing, and you know what I mean, wonderful beings, and we be like looking at ourselves like, nah, I'm all right, no, you're great, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're amazing, you're extremely talented, and you have so many people to touch and so much energy that you're meant to ground and give to people so that they can step into their power as well. And that's so important. Was Fixed and the Ten of Wands and calling on courage. We got step up to sovereignty, okay? So at the end of the day, it's all about the way that you step up to that royal energy, Be the beautiful king or queen that you are at all times without any fear or any doubt in where you're going and the way that you're stepping. Because your intuition is beautifully strong, okay? And it's very accurate. What's Mars, the world, and calling on courage? We got better with time, okay? Okay? So I'm getting fine like fine wine measured in time is what I heard. Because that's just what you are. Only improving and advancing. It's got the Philosopher's Stone on here, So big alchemical energy, big golden consciousness type of energy. You're only improving the more you go along this journey, okay? You're just getting better and better. So don't feel like, you don't get to have that time where you just, be like, forget this. I don't want to do nothing. Like, have a temper tantrum. You might need to have a little bit of a temper tantrum, just so that you can like rebalance, because sometimes it gets pent up in there. Sometimes we suppress things and we don't even realize we're suppressing things because we're so busy, right? So just take a little bit of time to yourself, I think, is what Archangel Michael's trying to get at with that. What's okay? We got get curious, okay? So I feel like that's kind of confirmation. But like me, I cry, but I don't always know why I'm crying immediately. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's so many different things going on. I don't know which thing specifically is bothering me. You know what I mean? And spirit will come in and make sense of it. Okay, well, you reacted to that like this because of this, and this is bothering you because of that. You know what I mean? Really put in order to that thing and have me straight and standing up and ready to have that. You know what I mean? Like ready to like tackle shit, ready, with that smile back on my face, because they came in and gave me that understanding. But if I didn't get curious or even question spirit about that, I would still be, you know what I mean, letting that bother me because of this and letting this bother me because of that. So like always come home to yourself, okay? Because it's really easy for us to forget that. Anchor in and just go with the flow. Allow the thing to just carry you. Like, and when I say the thing, I guess I mean life. Allow the current of life to just carry you along. Deal with what you can, but don't look at yourself like you're just stranded and just being held hostage to the flow of life and doing what the divine wants you to do. They want you to enjoy it at the end of the day, to have fun with it, to really be able to like get as much as you can from it, to get the best things out of life that you can get. And when you can see the best things out of your life in the most shitty of situations, then you have mastered the art of pulling the positive, pulling the light out of the dark. What's Libra? The Eight of Cups and calling on courage. Okay, we got transmutation. So because you could be like a master transmuter, someone who's meant to transmute a lot of energy. So you collect lots of energies, like really effortlessly. Like you might not like crowds or, being surrounded by too many people at once, because it could be like a little bit of an overload to your energy. You might really not like your empathic abilities sometimes, because sometimes you just want to chill and enjoy your day. But instead, you got to feel what the neighbor feel and feel, you know what I mean? What the kids feel and feel what the people at the store was feeling. Like sometimes I know it can get a little irritating and it can cause a little bit of an overload. Spirit will straight bench me. They be like, no, we don't want you to do anything. We want you to just relax. So like make sure that you can hear spirit when they're telling you the same thing. What's Capricorn? The Knight of Wands and calling on courage. We got expand into wonder, okay? So like I was saying before, this journey, this connection with the divine that you have now, this is something you never had, you never experienced. So try to look at it with wonder and awe and be grateful for all of these new experiences, good or bad. And know that if it is bad, or what we perceive to be bad, that it'll always work out for us in the end. And that Archangel Michael is always there with us, having our back and helping us come back to our sacred center and find that balance always. What is the final thought on this? That was good. Thanks. Thanks so much. Thank you, Michael. We got the Eight of Cups, okay? And then we got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, So kind of this energy of like all of these things you walked away from just so that spirit could offer you the real true cup of love that you deserved in this life. And like, I heard, don't you never forget it. We want you to have the best of the best in life that you could possibly attain, okay? So the Eight of Cups says, here you are, you've done it. You defeated the villain and saved the day, and something is missing. Even though this is what you were working toward, the rush of satisfaction that you expected isn't there, and you're left questioning why you wanted to be a hero in the first place. Now you have a choice. Do you continue on this trajectory, knowing that it is not as fulfilling as you'd hoped, or do you reconsider what's meaningful to you and begin again? The Eight of Cups invites you to reflect on where you want to be and to make the necessary changes to get there, you know? So if you find that you're unsatisfied with the steps that you've made in your life, also, it's okay for you to change your mind, for you to do something else, for you to, go off and explore and see if you can find whatever it is that'll make you much happier or whatever it is that you're looking for. But he's saying it's much safer and smarter and more strategic to attract what's perfect for you instead, because these opportunities present themselves as long as you're in balance and you're finding the joy in what it is that you do have. When you show that kind of gratitude, God really does meet you halfway and give you what it is that you need, even if what you need in that moment is just peace, or it's just comfort, or it's just a little bit of clarity. Okay, so, with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you need out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.